down, and today
all
they're up.
the cruise lines are leading the market today. Yes, they're volatile. Here's the news from Carnival. They reported cash from their operations, positive cash flow in the quarter. Not smooth sailing for them, weakening cruise demand, obviously inflation high and all of that, but they delivered in the quarter, so investors are satisfied.
I will never invest in a cruise line or an airline.
Or an airline, I know.
There's a few other categories on.
Because you don't want to deal with people. I think that's why.
No, that's not.
Because people can change how they feel about things really quickly.
You could lose your shirt so quickly, you know. You
well,
really
that
can.
too, but it's a forward-facing business, Stuart.
The producers are saying, move on, Stu, move on. All right, I will. The governor of Florida speaks out on Andrew Gillum's fraud charges. We'll tell you why Governor DeSantis is slamming the media over it. We told you about how the Navy is training our sailors to use proper pronouns. Florida Congressman Mike Waltz tried to ban this kind of woke education in the military, but the Democrats killed his bill. He's on the show. I think he's outraged. Ukrainian forces may soon give up a key battleground where Russian troops have made gains. Ukraine gets a new batch of rockets from the U.S. Nate Foy has the latest from Ukraine next.
Summer is better in the great indoors with 7 new foods at Dave & Buster's.
At SAS, we love bold questions because with the right analytics, we make data do amazing things like make the world safer, faster, healthier, and kinder. All we have to do is ask the data. SAS, curiosity forever.
Masson is.
Strike 3 call. See you later.
National Rangers. The series starts tonight at 7:30 on Masson 2. Anytime, anywhere.
We're Carvana, the company who invented car vending machines and buying a car 100% online. Now we've created a brand new way for you to sell your car. Whether it's a year old or a few years old, we want to buy your car. So go to Carvana, enter your license plate, answer a few questions, and our techno wizardry calculates your car's value and gives you a real offer in seconds. When you're ready, we'll come to you, pay you on the spot, and pick up your car. That's it. So ditch the old way of selling your car and say hello to the new way at Carvana.
Are you ready for adventure time? It's waiting for you at Radisson Hotels Americas. Come find it. Find your next sweet escape. Take it all in. Make a big splash. Find your next breath of fresh air. Share the view, laugh together. Find your next memory in the making. Right beside you. Make it unforgettable. Whatever you're looking for, it's all here. Find your next at RadissonHotelsAmericas.com.
We've got your back, road warriors, because we know you're picking up the pace. Steering life at 10 and 2. You're hitting the road, and we're helping you get there with confidence. So skip the counter without missing a beat. Choose any car in the aisle and be the boss of you. Go national. Go like a pro.
A dream is the spark of greatness, but it's nothing without drive.
Now shine on, 'cause we're made from the stars.
Introducing the all-new Honda HR-V. With impressive sporty style, inside and out. From the brand owners are calling most fun to drive. Honda, the power of dreams.
Inside the state-of-the-art studio.
We're streaming 24/7
From across the country
to just around the corner.
Fox Weather. Stream live now on your favorite device.
Yes, this is a blockbuster announcement. The Supreme Court has voted to overturn Roe v. Wade. This decision just came down. It's a 213-page decision. You've got to read through all of that to find out if there are any dissents, who dissented, what precisely they said, and is this ruling precisely the same now as the draft that was leaked earlier. Tammy Bruce, still with me. I'm concerned, look, I don't know what the reaction is so far, but I'm very concerned about these days of rage which are promised outside the justices' homes.
Yes, well, it certainly has not been a secret. We've known what this group has argued they're going to do. It sounds, many have argued that this is like domestic terrorism. This has also been an effort to try to influence the court, which is a federal crime. And yet the Department of Justice has not acted on that. That is, and then we had, of course, the attempted murder of Justice Kavanaugh. So we know that there are unhinged people who are reacting to the rhetoric from the left, which has been insightful. It has been inappropriate. It's also mostly been a lie. That this does not, while Roe versus Wade is overturned, it does not make abortion illegal. It simply moves it to the states. The Supreme Court does not make law. They don't decide what's law and what is not law. They say what's constitutional. And as a result, this means that the states, and which, as I've argued, feminists and everyone should applaud, is that it's closer to your vote, that you have more of a chance of controlling and influencing your state legislature, and even organizing to influence various state legislatures.
Exactly.
This is what then the left prides itself in being able to do, and yet they don't do it because they've liked this tension. They've liked this division. They've wanted this to be able to have these days of rage. And this is, I consider, a success because of women's power and influence as voters, with a majority of voters now, and our power in existing political office, in social issues, in general with the internet. So this is, but however, the rhetoric has moved, like these groups, these left-wing groups, to perpetuate any kind of violence and division, and that is something all of us should condemn, and the DOJ should act on in arresting individuals they know are conspiring to do any kind of violence against churches, against pregnancy centers, and against Supreme Court justices.
Why haven't they got an informer inside? What's the name of this organization that's threatening days of rage?
It's like Ruth sent us, and then,
no,
but that, not that group. There's a secondary group.
Yeah.
These are ad hoc groups, by the way, and I remember them when I was on the left. Ad hoc groups that are formed underneath existing groups that don't dare do something like this. They make up names, and then they're free to make the threats that they want to make anonymously. And at this point, the Department of Justice, perhaps they're doing things that we're unaware of to protect the justices and to deal with these groups like they have.
Jane's Revenge is the name.
Jane's Revenge.
Yeah.
So just like they've done with the white supremacist groups, and they've, like, raided homes and arrested people, this needs to be taken seriously.
Congressman Mike Waltz is with us, Republican from the great state of Florida. Congressman, the ruling has come down, 213 pages of it. What's your news today?
Well, Stu, I mean, to Tammy Bruce's point, and I think it's worth reinforcing, the Congress has never passed federal legislation, one way or another, on abortion, that you have a national right to it or a national ban. And that's why the Roe versus Wade decision 50 years ago was so overreaching and so unconstitutional. Essentially, they were legislating from the Supreme Court. And I truly applaud it being struck down. It was unconstitutional. And also, to her point, it's back to the states now. And it is for the state legislators, not courts.
It's been taken out of the legal realm. I think what's important here is it's been taken out of the legal constitutional realm and put into the political realm, which restores power to voters. Voters and we, the people, may now express our opinion on how we want our society to be run. I think in that respect, I think this is a good ruling. You too?
That's right, but that's not going to be the narrative from the left.
Nope.
Be prepared for the scorched earth tactics of the left, both politically as we head into the midterms, but also emotionally in trying to ramp people up. Do
you think it helps them? Do you think this helps the Democrats, Congressman? I'm sorry to interrupt you. Do you think this helps the Democrats?
I do think it helps the Democrats politically because they will use it with essentially the lie of the narrative that this is some type of national ban. They want to go after suburban women, and they will twist and turn this narrative. But I also think they're going to overreach. Almost assassinating a Supreme Court justice is just unconscionable. Thank God we passed the law to at least be able to protect their family and authorize law enforcement. And by the way, Stu, where's the leaker? Where's the leaker that leaked this? And where's the accountability there to try to influence this decision? But the justices, stood their ground. I think this is a correct decision. And finally, the science has changed. And if we can get that narrative out there that unborn babies feel pain, they have heartbeats, they are lives that deserve to be protected, I think we have to shift the narrative on our side. This isn't about women's what a woman has a right to do. This is about a young baby, a young child that deserves a chance. And this is about children's rights as much as it is anything else.
Congressman, hold on for a second. I'm just trying to bring our audience up to speed on what's happened here. The ruling has come down from the Supreme Court, and Roe v. Wade has been overturned. As we've said previously, this is a 213-page decision. It has to be gone through in great detail to find out exactly what is in it. Hillary Vaughan is with us in D.C. Hillary, what do you have for? What's the latest on this?
Hi, Stuart. Great to be with you. So what we're getting trickling in reaction from Capitol Hill, from lawmakers, of course, some very pleased with this decision and some not very pleased with this decision. But you're also getting the very raw, visceral reaction from a lot of people standing outside the Supreme Court. If we can put up that video right now while I go through some of the reaction that we're hearing from Capitol Hill. One coming from Congresswoman Cori Bush, who has been a huge advocate for abortion rights, tweeting this: abortion care is health care. It was so before this, and it will remain so after this. We don't care what a far-right extremist Supreme Court that is in a crisis of legitimacy says. Your racist, sexist, classist ruling won't stop us from accessing the care that we need. And we also did get comment from Senator Amy Klobuchar, who also saying that basically the fight continues from now until November. So Democrats very eager to make this a big campaign issue to energize their base headed into the midterm elections. But of course, you're hearing from a lot of Republicans that are happy that this decision has come down. One notable one from Senator Tom Cotton, who says Roe was a tragic mistake, taking from the American people and their elected representatives a deeply moral question. The Supreme Court has finally corrected this mistake, and I highly commend the millions of Americans who toiled for years to achieve this great victory for unborn life and self-government. So, Stuart, the bottom line is, of course, Democrats are unhappy about this. Republicans are very happy about this. We are waiting to hear reaction from the White House and the president specifically to this reaction. We expect that something will come today, probably very soon. Stuart?
All right, Hillary, I want to thank you, Congressman Waltz and Tammy Bruce, all of you. Thank you very much for the coverage that we've delivered over the past few minutes. We will stay on the story as it continues to develop. All right, we're going to check the markets real fast. Look, the Roe v. Wade decision has no impact on the financial markets at all.